have I got some surprises for you. Woohoo! I'm so excited about today. We've been planning this all day. I have some amazing samples to show you all for our brand new product preview for our up and coming shows on HSN. Yes, they've asked me to come back. What's going on? Well, they're going to, aren't they? I have been there 3 years, you know now, guys. I am growing fast, very fast. I think I surprised them a little bit, you know, and I feel like your continued support and all of your lovely comments and commenting about the quality and how you want more has really helped. It really has helped. So thank you so much. If you are brand new to the channel, please click that subscribe button. My name is Tony and this is the How to Craft Network, home of Stamps by me. So this is where we broadcast most days with inspiration, new products, deal hunters, Monday night chats in Studio 3. We're just a wonderful crafty community that genuinely loves to share the love of craft, whether you buy or you don't. We're not really bothered. Obviously, we like it when you purchase our products because we do so much to encourage you to enjoy them, play with them and purchase them. But if you're not purchasing, that's absolutely fine as well. Please come for the inspiration. And my community is the best. So good, and we're here to support one another, right? So this is our fantastic HSN product preview for our shows on Tuesday. Yes, lots to show you. Now I have 10 products, so we're going to get through it. I'm going to try and get through the product preview as in showing you the product as quickly as possible, because Tim said to me, what are you demoing? I'm like, can I demo this? Can I demo that? Shall we demo this? I want to do this. Like, at what point do we stop? So physically showing you through the product, we're going to be as quick as we can, and then we can get some nice demos in at the end as well, because I do love to demonstrate and we don't get the opportunity on HSN to do so. So I'm going to utilise the time that I have now to do those demos. Now, if you are watching for the first time, if you have a question, pop QQQ and we try and answer all of the questions. And we do ask that if you can share the show in the other groups, if you can share this in Suzanne's page as well over on HSN, that would be wonderful too. Saves me having to share it later, and then people can see the lineup for the show and what we're actually bringing. Now we do have 10 items and we do have 2 show times, so we have 12 p.m. and 11 as well. We have product in both, okay? So if you are wanting to watch the items that I have, they're in those show times. Obviously, sometimes it changes and I give you a time and sometimes it doesn't always go according to plan. If people have sellouts, we all get rejigged and things like that, but do keep an eye on the schedule and then hopefully you won't miss my shows. Fingers crossed. I have so much to show you all. It's so exciting. And I do love my HSN friends. We're growing so fast here in the UK also. And 11 p.m. as well. Eastern time. Tim's mouthing it at me. Eastern time. We don't want you to miss out on our shows, that's why. So, where do we start? Right, we have an incredible flipping book and it's always linked to our show. If you are in our app, our in-house app for your phone, where we send all of you notifications when we're live and you can share your makes, a little bit of a safe haven for you all. The book is in there too. So you have options, okay? So drop us a comment. Let me know what's your favourite. Have you got some of the goodies already? Because some of the goodies are live. Show us your makes too. It's just very exciting, right? We love to bring you brand new products. And yeah, HSN's heavily investing. And guess what? They're coming to see me. They're coming here in the UK to see me. I'm doing something right, guys. I'm doing something right there. They're like, no, we're going to come and see you. I'm like, okay, I better get hoovered up. I better tidy up if you're coming here. So it's all very exciting. Now, some of the items you may have seen, but I'm going to show you through all of the samples because it's nice to see samples. And then at least you can take a picture on your phone if you want to replicate or anything like that. Because I know sometimes we lack our inspiration. So getting the finished samples from my amazing design team really does help, okay? Now, let's go. I'm ready, Tim. I'm ready. So we have our flipping book and it's got all of the product quantity and all of the good stuff that we love. So let's talk about the first few items. So happy that I'm here. I know. Thank you so much, friends. This is really kind of you. I do love seeing your comments and I love you coming back and saying hello. So if you can share in groups, please do so. That would be wonderful. Now, the first item is Follow Your Dreams. Now, our Creator card kits sold out when we went to air last time. Okay, so those were 2 floral ones. And on this one, we've got 2 more. We have Follow Your Dreams, which is this magical sort of fairy, mushroom, whimsical design set. In this particular one, and we also have a second one as well. Now you can see from the lovely examples there, you get some florals in there, you get the dragonflies in there, but our Creator card kits are a little bit different in the sense that it makes 18 complete cards, and you do have the embellishments above and beyond. So if you want to create more, you can. So it's got 160 embellishments, it makes 18 cards, you get your cards. I'm not going to say too much about it, I'm going to show you, okay? So this one's Follow Your Dreams, and then the second one, so we've got 2 Creator card kits, okay? That one's Follow Your Dreams, and then we've also got a wonderful second one as well, which is a like animal or autumnal sort of theme on there as well. So cute. You've got squirrels and, you know, some really gorgeous things. And again, this one has 180 elements. This one creates 18 cards as well. All of the embellishments and things you can utilise for mini albums. I did a little mini album with the Follow Your Dreams card kit on Monday. So you can see how you'll be able to build this into your stash. You can layer them up, build in and around. Can you imagine making like first birthdays, second birthdays, or even just a Father's Day card? Quick cards. And if you like quick cards, all you need to do is empty the contents on the table and just go for it. And because it's so inexpensive as well, you're not too precious about who picks what cards. You do get multiples in one design also, so you can all sit round, and if it's for a crafty community, a church or something like that, it's got you covered. So let's show you the product very quickly. Let's show you some samples and then we'll move on to the next item, okay? I will do a shout out very quick. We have Denise, Shannon, Carla, Michaela, SS says she loves it. We have Adele, we have Patty Redmond. Hi everyone from Michigan. You'll have to let us know where you're watching from as well. We're still learning the places. When people say, like, shorten it down, I have no clue where you're from, so you have to tell us, okay? We've got great for scrapbook pages for kids. We've got Funky Fossil on. Hi, sweetheart. We have Scott on, Scott Schroeder. Kathy says, well done, Tony. Thank you so much, guys. The Paper Castle, beautiful items as always. Hope they don't rush you this time. Well, I'm learning to talk very fast. Very fast. I need to slow down, actually. I need to learn to take a breath now. I've got into the habit of talking so fast. It's like a blooming steam train. We've got Angelica from Chicago. We've got Shannon from Indiana. We have Patricia Rosek. Hello from Idaho. We have our lovely Denise, who is our regular. We have Patty as well, and we have Sarah and Janice from West Virginia. Lots of you on. Okay, I don't want to do too much call outs. I know you're there. You know how much I love you all. So let's crack on. So the Creator card kits, if you've never seen them, they come in this sort of format. So brilliant for your gifting as well. So you get the to and from if you want to gift it, but if you want to take the to and from out and replace it with the tag at the front, so you've got the name of the kit, you can do that too. So how wonderful to have them stacked if you are collecting them on a shelf. You have a visual of them too. They come in this pre-frosted case with a cute ribbon on there as well. So I'm going to quickly show you both very quickly, guys. So when I say it makes 18 cards, it's not just like toppers, card blanks and envelopes. It's way more than that. You get so much. I'll show you. So this one is Follow Your Dreams. Now I'm just going to pop these on the floor because I will quickly run out of space. So let's go through quickly. So you get your envelopes, okay? So you get your quality envelopes. Then we get our card blanks. Now the card blanks are wonderful. They're a heavyweight. They have the handmade with love on the back, and they are uncoated, not shiny. So you can stamp onto them. They go through your embossing folders beautifully. Now it looks like I've opened the cute critter one here. So let's do this one first then. So we've got this design. So you can see the orange and brown tones on here. Thanks, Tim. 878588 if you are wanting the code. If you are wanting to sort of like make your list of the things you want from the craft day, you can do that. Look how beautiful these are. So you get all of your card blanks, okay? Your card blanks. your envelopes, and then it's like a little gift box goodie surprise. Then we get our toppers. So these are your watercolour mounts. So you can see all of the different designs on there. So you get forest-like that themes. Lots of lovely cool and a nice undertone of brown and red in there as well. So these just sit seamlessly. If you wanted to maybe just pick one of these, and they sit seamlessly in the centre like so. So you get your toppers. And then we get rub-ons. So you get a whole bunch of rub-ons, which look wonderful on the envelope. So you see your design through. So for that extra special person who is worth more than just a little stamped card design or something like that, a little bit more precious in your life, you can see the design right through to the coordinating envelope, and you can seal the envelope shut with these amazing rub-ons. So you get a whole bunch of rub-ons in there too. We get some pre-printed sentiment quotes as well, so you can just cut these up. You could put your die shapes around them if you wanted to. We also have a stamp set, so if you do want to be a bit playful and a little bit colourful, we have sort of the leaves, the daffodils, the little acorns in there, the little grass on there as well, so you get a stamp set. Oh, let's come back to those. We get our foam pads, 2 sets of foam pads. So you've got your foam pads. You literally do not need anything to open this kit and start crafting. Nothing at all. So you get your 3D foam pads. You get your ink pad. So if you want to use your stamp, you've got your ink pad in there. We have some tags. So if you want to stamp the sentiments on here or use them to embellish gifts so they all coordinate beautifully, you can do that. Thanks for sharing, everyone. You're doing a great job. And then you get your cute embellishments. Now, these are so gorgeous, so gorgeous. Let's have a look. Oh, where do you start? Let's just move this out of the way. So all of the cute animals, the leaves. And again, if you don't like the white edge, because sometimes I'm a bit moody and I don't want my white edge, so I just take an ink pad and blend it out, or I just cut it down. They're super easy to cut them away too. So it's personal preference. You decide what you think is going to work for you. So these are just some amazing, and you get a whole bunch of different designs on here, and you get lots of florals to build your sort of designs as well. And we also pop the leaflet in there with that fantastic QR code on there too. So that is your cute critters. I'm just going to pick it up and pop it down because I'm going to show you some samples for this one, and then I'll have a quick look at the fairy one, because I'm not sure which might be your favourite. You'll have to let me know. Is it going to be this one, or is it going to be the fairies? So let's just pop that down there. And let's have a look at the samples for this one. Now, as you can see, I have sent a whole bunch to HSN, but we still have a whole bunch here, right? So we have bookmarks. So you can put them on your other papers from your stash too. Build them in with your embossing folders. So you don't have to use everything that's just in the kit if you don't want to. This is used in the stamp collection with the acorns and things like that. That is literally a topper with that little mouse on there. So we have some more here. So you can cut the cards down. Lots of different ways. I love this card. So it looks like this on the front, but then when you lift it and you lift the little characters at the front, you get like this 3D card. So you get your characters at the front and then that forest effect in the back. How cool is that? And then a whole bunch of family here. What about just the flowers if you're not maybe wanting to give somebody an animal because they don't want to see the critters? And this one's really nice. This one is like a little album. So match it in with your papers, and you could put photos of a newborn with the cute animals in there too. Just a wonder, and cut the top. Now this is a rub-on. This is your rub-on. So if you have plain paper and you want to embellish. And then all of these elements here are from our previous kits. And you know I pride myself on creating items that are going to enable you to team up with our previous collections. And you see the design team constantly pulling back items you've bought from us before because we want you to keep using them. I don't want it to be sort of like a throwaway product. Once you've used it, you're bored and it gets put in that black drawer and it never sees the light of day again. We do encourage that you get them back out and continue to play with them, because that's why we spend our money, right? So here, just to show you, teamed in with some embossing folders if you wanted to. And then what about a nice gift bag? And then here, look, so some rub-ons onto the envelopes too. So that one is your best day ever create a card kit, okay? Absolutely wonderful in that gift set as well. So I'll just pop that down there. So let's look at those lovely samples, really beautiful. So let's have a look at the lovely fairies. Now, I think this might be a favourite. I'm not sure. It's not for me to decide, right? It's not for me to decide. So adorable. Love fairies, says Patty. I love the woodland one. Cutest animals ever. Adorable. Right, so let's quickly go through this one. So we have our envelopes. Now, you'll have to forgive me because I did make a demo with this one. So some of the items I have stolen. Although it is mine, I've stolen it. So here we have our card blanks. Let me show you this. Now, the card blanks on these ones are a little bit different. They've got this sort of like bokeh technique. So all different colours. And then it flips a gear and then goes into this sort of collection. So you can see where the fairies are going. Really lovely. And again, uncoated. So you get your card blanks. And then we get our toppers. You can see straight away when you just grab a card, pop some pads behind, we have our instant cards on here. Can we see these here? Shannon says she loves these. She's just not a fairy person. That's why I did 2 sets, Shannon. I thought, you know, there'll be some people that do not like fairies. And I thought I'd just cover my backside there and make sure I get it all covered. So you have some muted ones on there. Then we have some treescape ones up the sides. Very whimsical, magical in design. And if you've got our fantastic fairy stamp from one of our previous collections, from one of our shows, that fairy fits. I made sure the designs on here fit with that fairy from that collection as well. So you can pull that stamp design out and put a gold fairy in the centre. I think it's on some samples as well. I'll show you. So then you get your rub-ons. So you get the dragonflies, the flowers. And on this one, we get a stamp set. So some stamp sets of some words on there too. We get our 3D foam pads, our little mini ink pad, because we like a mini ink pad, don't we? Because they're great for classes. Then we get our tags and toppers, and then we get our embellishments. So let's have a look at these. Now again, very magical. So let's have a look at some of these. So mushrooms, sparkly flowers, dragonflies, and the fairy. I did a demo with this one and I cut the white edge away. But again, total preference. You do you. It's making you happy. All different fairies and designs on here. So you can see this would make a great introductory gift set for maybe a young up-and-coming crafter who's showing an interest in mum's or grandma's collection. Then this is a great kit for that one. So this one is Follow Your Dreams. Let's pop this down here and let's show you some samples for this one. I have to be careful where I'm going to stand, you know, guys, because it's all going to get quite leery. We're only into item number 2 and we're already a little bit overwhelmed. So Tracy says, I wish you guys would do extra paper packs of the card sets. We'd love to have more of the papers. They are so pretty. Tracy, I will take that on board. Let me look at that for you. So there we go. So that is those 2. Okay, let me show you some samples for that one. Both sets are beautiful. Fairy kit's my favourite, Judith says. Do check out HSN website because there is some available now. So look at these for a nice little like gift set type style thing with some sweets in there. Some tags as well, so you could write a message as well. But just lovely, lovely embellishment set there. And then let's have a look at some of these samples here. So here we go. So this is just on one of the toppers with some sparkle on the wings there. And that's built on top of the front of a card there. You can see the 3D. So the paper castle, I love the animal set. My house backs up onto the woods. Can't say I've ever seen giraffes and penguins walking around my yard, but I would love it if that happened. I would just love to see anything woodland-wise. I do live near a park. I see squirrels, but probably not as much as you. So here's some more so you can see. Maybe team them in with the stencils from the tropical collection from the last show. And here we go, we're built in with some of those mushrooms on there. So this is that lovely topper with the mushrooms as well. If you can have those papers in 12 by 12, that would be great. It's funny you should say that because I've presented some 12 by 12 papers into the buyer, so fingers crossed. Now that I'm getting a little bit of momentum, I feel like I can push a little bit. But I have presented some in, I promise. So here we go, a few more for you. Strong is the new beautiful. Live by that one. There we go. So those are your brand new 2 creator card kits that both make individually 18 cards, but you get a ton of embellishments extra. So if you have card blanks in your stash, then you can absolutely make way more than the kit was describing to you. So 2 creator card kits. Now, what's next? I've got so many things. I have all of them to the left, to the right, and all on the back here. Now, there was some order to it, but you know, it is what it is. Right, next up, reflection collection. Who loves reflection stamps? Anybody else? We all love reflection stamps. So, reflection, if you don't know what our reflection stamps are, they are the inbuilt reflection that is built into the stamp, so you do not have to use a single technique, okay? You do not have to use a single technique. They're attached, ink the stamp and stamp. That's all I'm going to tell you to do, and you'll get those beautiful looks that you can see on those cards there. So I love a card that tells a story, and every one of those samples on there is going to tell you a personal story. I'm sure you can all relate to all those 4 cards on there. So you get 18 stamps in total. It's for your everyday scenes, and they can be used any age, any gender, any time. I just love reflection collection, and I always say this, you're going to get a lot of bang for your buck as well. So here we go. Next one, I'm going to tie these together because I'm going to show them together, guys. We have our great outdoors paper collection. Now, you are all absolutely screaming at me right now for our reflection collection, but now you're all screaming at me for our bumper paper packs. Now, this is the great outdoors. Now, if you look at those scenes, again, a beautiful story, right? I think most of you can relate to something in those pictures, but all you do is you stamp the stamp into the paper and you have a beautiful card. Done. Fast card making, fast lane card making with a little bit of black ink or gold embossing. I'll show you in some samples. So this one has 2 reflection collection stamps in here. So let me show you. Some of you have been making cards with these. I've seen them. They are amazing. Terry says she loves the fairies. Heidi says, love your stamps. Thank you so much. That's really kind. Love everything you make, I must say. Love your reflection stamps. This is the kit I want, Danielle says. Right, okay. Love the animals. Right, okay, let's have a quick look. So reflection collection, okay. 18 pieces total, 11 and 7. And let me just show you what I mean when I say the reflection is built in. Now, if you look on this particular stamp set here, the top, so normally you would have to stamp this and then reflect it down on a piece of acetate or something like that. No, we don't do that, Stamps by Me. I want you to look great as a card maker. So the reflection is built in. Now you're probably thinking, well, okay, I could do the technique. Well, I couldn't, okay? I was rubbish at it. But the great thing about reflection collection is the bottom of the reflection is slightly jaded. So what does that mean? It means if you do it near water, on a piece of paper that's got water on it, or you're replicating a water scene, it looks like the image is in the water. So it's not a perfect print on the reflection. It's so, so cool. So, so cool. So we have the trees, you have the reflection of the bike, you have the girls jumping there. You sort of have a semi-reflection here. So this could be into some water if you wanted it to be. And same applies for the arms in the air. we have the girl holding a skirt, and then we have some foliage and some sentiments. Now, let me show you the paper pad as well, and then I'll show you some samples, because there's no point me separating them because the design team have used them all together, okay? So that would just be problematic. So here is the papers. Now, the papers are 5 by 7, 25 designs, 75 pages, 180 GSM. Now, you're probably thinking, how much is 180 GSM? It's a good weight card, okay? So you can stamp onto it, you can watercolour on it, they go through your embossing folders, they're uncoated, so you can use your gold embossings and things like that. Really, really wonderful. Such a clever idea, says Daniela. Super popular here in the UK, and I've introduced it, I think, twice now on HSN, and they've just sold out. So I think it's so, so cool that people are investing. I really do. So let's have a look at Great Outdoors. So these are your scene setters. So you can see here how the reflection's going to work. If you want to put the girl on the end there, and she's going to stamp, and then the reflection's going to be in the water. Some more city type style ones as well. So maybe you live in a city or don't, but still want to create a card that's not the generic. Look at that street. That's like Italy. Just so beautiful. And then we have the water, some more street scenes. I'm not going to spend too much time. These are beautiful. Now, if you're just looking to make 75 cards, all you need to do is put a die-cut word, stamp a word, a flower corner onto a card. You've got 75 cards. So definitely, if you are doing it for your community and your budget's not great, how wonderful to be able to get all of these cards. Well, it's a lot. It's a lot of cards, isn't it? So you can see all the different designs on there. I will show you some samples in a second. I never get bored of our bumper paper packs. Do you know what as well? I said to my friends in the UK only a couple of weeks ago, guys, we're going to have a rest from the bumper paper packs because surely you're not all using them. I'm bringing them out like as fast as I can, and you're all surely sat on them all, like not knowing what to do with them all. And they all told me off. I was like, you're kidding me? No, we want more. We want more. I'm like, yeah, but have you actually? No, but we don't have to use them. Oh, honestly. So I have a lovely video for this one. But before I go to the video, let me just show you some finished samples. And then Tim's done a fabulous video for you all, just to inspire you all that little bit further. So if you are adding things to your list or numbers to your list, you'll remember why when you see the video. So this is that lovely bike. Now, the reflection is in grey. Can you just see the reflection? So what's happened here is the top of the stamp is in a sticky ink and gold embossed, but the bottom is in a light grey. So you just get that lovely silhouette in that water, and these are those papers. And this is the foliage from the set as well. So beautiful. And then offcuts of your paper. Don't forget to utilise these in with your cards as well if you don't use an edge, if you make smaller cards. So here we have some girls jumping on the water there. Cut down, so you cut down and have an embossing folder. What about the trees? And then sprayed with water, let them bleed out, and then put the bikes across the centre there. Carla says, a lot of these scenes remind me of places I've been. It's wonderful, isn't it? Like dancing, and then we have them painted into some bubbles here. Then we have the girl in the street, and look, her little reflection there, just there. It just sort of like puts a little bit of a class act onto your cards. So we have here around a stencil and then the reflection. What about doing nothing? And this is what I was saying about the 75 cards. Just add a bit of sparkle to the water. Just the scene here. And doing nothing. How cool is that? So that's just a handful of the makes. I didn't want to show you a ton because I have a fabulous video, and I think Tim's going to show you it all now. So if you want to grab a quick wee stop or a cup of tea stop, now's your time to do it, but enjoy the inspiration. Don't enjoy the inspiration. Don't get a cup of tea and don't go for a wee because we're just not quite ready yet. Tim's just sorting it out. So after this particular one and after this video, we're then going to look at another collection, which I think might be my favourite. It might be my favourite. What we're going to do is we're going to do some demos as well, and I'm going to do the lamination, and I'm going to do the last 2 items. I'm saving the brand new right till the very end, but the video's ready, so have a look at this. Yes, my design team are super talented. You are very right, the Paper Castle. I love them all very dearly. You know, I say this very often, they're probably bored of me saying this, but I can't even get rid of them. They've been with me since like the beginning, and trying to get them to leave so we can have some new people is just like absolutely no. I can't get rid of them. I'm always joking. I wouldn't get rid of them, but they've been with me a long time, to the point now where we have to do guest design team members because I can't get rid of the ones I've got because they just won't go. So I was like, right, we're going to have some guest ones. Oh, what's it like? No, I love them, Dylan. They are so cool and they look after me so much. Right, let's have a look at the next item. Tranquility Stamp Die and Paper Set. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, and you get a lot for your money in this particular collection. So this has 36 elements in here, and if you love the tropical element of card making or something that's a little bit different to the norm, to the flowers and to the regular craft products that we all bring to you day in and day out, this is going to tick that box for you. So I need to show you this one, right? This is so cool. Now, like I say, you get a lot for your money in this one. You get papers, you get stamps, you get dies. Let's have a look. So first of all, let me show you the main feature of this collection. Now, this one has this beautiful sort of koi carp fish design with that fan tail on there. The bubbles and the flowers, okay? You get some wonderful sentiments in here, and then you get the dies. Okay, the dies cut the fish through, and you can 3D his tail. You can colour in with whatever you want to. So beautiful. You also get this lovely sort of like aperture window with the bubbles around as well. So you can do the fish creeping over one corner. It has the word love, mat and layer, and it has the stitch detail in around as well. You can create shaker cards. So cute. Love this collection. So there's those two, and then in this particular one we get the tranquil papers. Okay, so let me show you the paper effects. So these are the like water tones. I mean, you could use these for any project, yes, we know that, but how beautiful to match this lovely collection. Very sparkly underwater, under your feet, telling a story. I know you're probably like, Tony, quit with the storytelling. I know, but I do like a good story. I love a good story, particularly if you can get a story through somebody's card. I mean, come on, that's just awesome, right? But it is in my world anyway. So papers, stamps and dies for the fish, and that beautiful aperture die to create those shaker cards. Shall I just show you some samples and just shut up? Because you're going to love this one. Now, you have got florals in there in case you didn't want to use the fish. So let's have a look what we've got here. Now, so let's just go through. So this is the floral design in there, just smooched into some colour here. But here it is just stamped in a dark navy colour. And then with a brush, the colour's just been dragged out a little bit in some of the places. You get the bubbles too, and you get the word tranquility as well. So beautiful. So then we have, look at this one. This one's quite a wow factor card. So that it's been stamped. It's got sparkle on there from our Gossip Sparkle pens. And then we've got a pocket of all the lovely florals in there too. That's really nice, right? I love, love, love this card. And then if you team it up with the papers, so you really do get that look as if you're looking down and you're in the water, or you're looking into a tank where you've got tropical fish and things like that. You get the bubbles so you can accentuate the card yourself as well. Heidi says, love this gorgeous fish. Honestly, wait till I show you the tail. The tail and its fan is just beautiful. And Sandy says, oh, I've just found you. Thank you so much, Sandy. I'm pleased you found us, sweetheart. If you can share, anybody... I know we're half an hour into the show, but if we can share the show, has anybody shared it into Suzanne's page for me? That would be really helpful, if that's okay. Any crafty groups would be helpful, I guess. So then we have this one here. What's this one though, guys? So stamped, coloured in black, so it looks like underwater. So you're looking from down up. Can be really creative. This is the aperture, but not used with any of the elements that are in the kit. How beautiful. So the aperture has been built to work with the kit, but if you team it up with your own unique floral designs and papers, look how impactful it can be. It's such a beautiful classic die, this one, that I feel like you're probably going to get a lot of use out of. It's going to be a little bit of a workhorse, that one. And then look at this one with the bubbles, and this is heat embossed, so it's sort of like a clear on there too. And then if you've got like a stencil design or a stamp design, because you've all got this lovely craft stash, haven't we? Look at this one. So embossed on the black. Now this one's a 5x7 card, probably a little bit bigger. So, but you can reduce the design absolutely yourself. Bubbles, the word love, it all comes within the kit. If you want to be a bit more creative and put some colour around, you can. But then the flowers just on their own, you can do that too. I'm not sure where that fish is with the fan on the tail. I might find it. We'll see how it goes. But if you're painting your shimmer colours, your watercolours, I know Diamond Press had some watercolour shimmers on the last show. So if you've got those, you could really replicate that golden sort of look on those fishes as well. So let's have a look at some of the comments. So we've got Kathy. I'm trying to cut back on craft, but just discovered you this fall. I'm hooked. Kathy, I think we're all trying to cut back on craft. This is the thing. How much craft do we need? That's why I think sometimes when I think about me and my craft company and my brand and what we represent and over the years and things like that, because I feel like we've stayed true to ourselves and we're not a throwaway brand. We're not a brand where you use it once and it gets put away in a dark hole. We've always encouraged, and you'll see me here every week digging out our earlier products and teaming them up with new as well. So it's sort of like reinvigorating your usage and being a little bit more sustainable with our craft. It can be smart, you know, we do not have to be a throwaway sort of hobby. We don't have to be, we really don't. If we're smart about it, we can be really, really cool. And that's why I always say, our makes are always made from old products as well as new. I don't want you to be this buy, use once and it's done. No. Why would that need to be? That's just, oh, sorry, I have a shaker. Tim, can we just show this shaker? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. So I just wanted to show you the shaker with that window. And that's the flower and that's the word. And then that's one of our earlier dies on there too. We're going through it at speed here. I'm trying to get to demos. Can you imagine? I'm going to demo this really quick, actually. I'm not going to make a card, but I'm going to show you the concept because I know a lot of you buy these and then forget what to do with them. So this one's Delicate Blooms and it's lamination. Now, our lamination stamps are awesome. Instant artist. So if you are wanting to get the look, but don't want to go to a class and don't want to pick up a brush, and somebody asks you, did you paint that card? Lamination stamps are for you. So this one has 16 stamps in here. It's that two-part system that you colour, stamp down, and then you add the detail. You don't have to add the detail, but if you want to add the detail, of course you can do that as well. I'm going to do a super quick demo with this one now, and then we'll keep going. We've got a lot to get through, right, guys? So let's just show you the packets, because I think it's really important that you see our packaging and why we do what we do on our packaging. We don't encourage you to take it out of the packaging and bin the packaging and sort of store it. I know some people do that. But if you don't, you have your QR code. And I said this on one of my Monday Night Lives about 4 weeks ago. Now, some ladies, and I totally understand, say what when they scan the QR code, there's nothing there. I have done an in-depth video on how to get inspiration through our QR code and through our inspiration bubble. But if any of you see anybody having problems or getting frustrated, I saw a lady the other day actually say, I'm not buying anymore, can't do it, can't do it. So we spoke, I messaged her and reached out to her and I showed her how to do it. And now she's like absolutely happy, which is wonderful. But if you do see anybody or you have any problems yourself, just reach out direct. We are the best at our customer service. I am undoubtedly at the top of the list with customer service. I go so above and beyond for you. I want you to enjoy it. We want to create, not frustrate. So reach out. I mean, we can't always help, but we absolutely try our best to help, okay? And there aren't many companies doing inspiration for products like we do. There's over 1,500 videos linked to our QR codes. And if there's not a video there, you can request one. And it'll come through on the list. And then when I'm doing my Monday Lives, crafts and chat, I'll look through the list and go, right, I'll do that one today and I'll try and incorporate it in. So this one's Chance to Grow and the Little Things. And if you're looking at the design, you'll see it's all dark and you get dark parts and solid portions. So let me just very quickly show you. Now, these do make it look like an artist. I've got some fantastic samples and I'll show you as well because I'm going to do it live because this is my favourite. This is what put Stamps by Me on the map, lamination. So if you look here at this stamp, the solid part is where you add the colour and you spray with water and you stamp it down. It dries. And then you add the detail on top and it looks like you've painted it. I promise you it looks like you've painted it. And then we get a whole bunch of lovely sentiments in there. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to do, but I'm going to show you both. So this one as well. And it's not a choice of you get both of these in Delicate Blooms collection. This might be on the website. You'll have to check it out. If it's not, stay tuned for our shows at 12 and 11. So here we go. So here's the second one. So this one has the green and then the floral heads with the colour, and same applies here. Very forgiving if you have a shake, a tremor, and you're not the best stamper in the world. These are brilliant. Cannot tell you. I cannot tell you. Right, let me do a little demo on this one. Let's have a breather before we go into more new product. I'll just take a moment to do a demo. I'm trying to read comments as well. So SBM is top notch. We do our best. We do our best. We don't always get it right, but we do our best. Your best is good enough. Right, let's have a look here. Let's grab a card. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's show you how easy lamination is, because this is my, oopsie daisy. This is what put me on the map here in the UK 10, 12 years ago. And I had my first ever sellout on live TV and I cried all the way home. And since then, we've got over like 200 designs and we just continue to make them because they are just wonderful. So let's get the stamps together. Which one shall we do? Let me have a look. On the front of the packet, you'll always get a visual as well, like sort of like a little bit of inspiration to get you going in case you get them through the door and you sort of forget. So these ones are very sporadic, very free, and these ones have an outline on here as well. So I think we know the outline. It is what it is. So let's do one of the others. Let's just pop this over here. So I'm going to go, I quite like this. Shall we do this pink one here? Shall we try this one? So that one is this one here, the two bottom ones. So I'm going to go with the green part first. So you can do any ink pad you've got in your stash. So as long as they're water-based and you can spray them with water, you can use them. So your regular Tim Holtz ink pads. I've got my Catherine Pooler ones here as well. So they work beautifully as well. Or if you've got mine, just really, really lovely, lovely ink pads as well. So I'm sure you've all got ink pads in your stash. So hopefully you don't have to go out specially to buy them. So let's just show. I'm just going to do it in the middle here. So this is the green part. So have I got a green? I've got a teal. So that'll be fine. We're going to have teal leaves. So all you do is you take your ink pad and you ink up the stamp. Okay. So I'm just inking it up all over. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it with some water. Now, you don't have to spray with water. I like to spray with water because it gives me a better sort of look, like a watercolour finish, if that makes any sense. Denise, question, do you think you'll come out with a replacement mat for the Eureka? We can look at that for you, Denise. So all I'm going to do is get a spray bottle here. I'll spray 3 times. One more for good luck. And then we'll stamp it down. Then when you push it down, what happens is the sort of water combines, giving you a very free sort of design going on here. Now, I always give the card the opportunity to drink the ink. Let the card soak up the ink, okay? Give it time. And then Amanda says, I remember a shy Tony on TV all those years ago. Do you think I'm still shy now, Amanda? Or do you think I'm rocking it? Or do you think I'm shy and rocking it? Oh, I've gone grey since then, Amanda. I always love Tony's demos. I learn something new each time. Even no matter how big the detail is or how small, I learn something new. So look at that. Come on. I mean, never disappoints me. 12 years later, I'm still here rocking lamination. This is what I said about having longevity in your craft. Oh, and everything I create, I absolutely love, as you all know. So let's do the flower heads. Now, if you take the flower heads off the carrier sheet and you're thinking, well, Tony, I don't actually know where the flowers would sit. Well, that's why we put a visual on the front of the packet for you all. Can you see here? Oh, you see here? I can see roughly where I need to place that stamp. I've got the wrong one here. I just need to swap that one. Get the other one. I can see where it needs to be. I'll just get this one here and I'll show you. So when I take the stamp, look, I'm like, oh, where's it going, guys? Oh, not quite sure. Well, I can see that up here, I have sort of like this green part here. I have my leaves down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop that in there. That looks like it goes in the centre there. And again, it don't really matter if it's right or wrong. Just wait a minute here, guys. Let me just make sure I am doing it right. It is really that easy, I promise you. So I'm just going to decide. Tim's like, do what you normally do, stick it on top of the image. I'm like, okay. So what I've done there is, can you see that's on there? But I stamped this one, you see? Nearly caught out there. It is really that simple. So if you take the other stamp here, I'll just show you all, guys. And you see? So I was planning on doing this one, but by mistake, because I've been talking, I've stamped the other one. So we're going with this one. So then all I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the visual, just move that. Look at the visual. And I can see those little pieces going there. That little bit goes up there. That bit comes in here. And again, like I said to you, it's painted freehand, remember that. So you don't want it to be perfect. That goes there. There we go. Let's go with that. Now there's yellow on the packet, but I'm going to go a nice pink and a yellow. Or pink and purple, maybe my favourite. So I'm going to take the pink ink pad and I'm just going to spot some pink everywhere. And then I'm going to take the purple, and just spot the purple. That's not a different enough colour, so I want you to see the difference. So let's go darker. And then spray with water. Brief. And then when you come to place it down, can you see how the flowers are going to sit? And then push. Push, 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 push. Let the card drink the ink, and I'm going to have... Denise is telling me, Tony, it's the top stamp. I know now, Denise. I were having a bit of a mini meltdown there, you know. I thought, have I got this right? And there we go. Look at that. Does that not look like it's been painted? Janice, I think it's supposed to be the top one, like the yellow ones. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. This is what I mean. We all support each other. Even me. Look at that. I mean, the leaves are teal because that's the only colour I've got. But I mean, if that was green, that would look painted. The sporadicness of the flowers at the top are just a very suggestive flower head. Can you see? So it looks like you've painted it. And then all you need to do there, I mean, it's a big card, is this one, for that little sort of floral bouquet on there. But let's just get our stamp. So the stamp says, make each day count. Crikey, sorry, my life. Find joy in the little things, enjoy the day, love always, make each day count. That's the one I'm going to use. So I'm just going to pop this at the bottom. So you can imagine this on your smaller, delicate card. This is fast card making again then, isn't it? Make sure it's absolutely straight. Yeah. And then we'll ink this one up in black. I will show you some samples from my design team because we've got a whole ton of samples for these. And there you can imagine how beautiful. And if you use a cream coloured card that looks like a watercolour sort of card stock, or even do them on watercolour cardstock, you really do get that realistic and realism within your cards there. Oh, we do have some more Eurekas. I just need to load them on. So if whoever's asking for that, I just need to load them on. I'll do it after the show. So that's lamination. What do we think? Let me show you some samples. See, it is super, super easy. I just made a hash of it, as always. Right, let's have a look at some of the samples. Now, these are both samples just mixed in together. So if you use the solid portion and the detail, you get these sort of looks. So maybe just stamp one. Look at this one, sprayed with water and let it bleed, so it's really abstract arty. Or if you just want to use the detailed portion and get the detail in an embossing, you can do that too. White embossed and coloured. Really, really pretty. And it just keeps on giving. So I'll just quickly go through all, well, not all of them, but most of them. So here's the black with the detail underneath, gold, white and paint, patterned papers, inky backgrounds, again with the gold emboss for the detail part, onto some stenciled background. What about just in black? An impactive silhouette of a flower. Pink and green. Grayscale. Oof, this is an impactive card. Make each day count, guys. And it just goes on and on and on. I'll just see if there's any with a little bit of a different technique for you all. Make sure. This one's quite cool with the multicolours here and the outline detail. So the outline's done in the same coloured ink pad as well. So whole bunch, and then maybe some segments there. And then a whole background. So you could create that whole background. Lovely watercolour look. Will you be bringing your stamping platform to HSN as well? Yvonne, I'm creating a brand new platform. I'm bringing it to HSN next year. So, yeah. And it's not just a platform for stamping. It's going to do lots of things that we do really well here in the UK. So stenciling, we're brilliant at that. And stamping, and a few other little Brucey bonuses for you all as well. So next item, that was lamination. So if you're adding that to your list. Now the next one is really different. We've not done anything like this before. So it'll be great to see how this goes. But I know you all love our lamination stamps and you all love the sizes and things like that. But we do sometimes, because I listen and I'm watching you all, remember. I do listen and I'm the first to comment if I hear like anyone saying, ooh, stamps by me, ooh, anything, or brilliant stamps by me, I'm there as well. But some of the comments sometimes were, I love your stamps, I just wish they were sometimes a little bit smaller. Well, I'm listening, guys. So what we've done here is a little unique kit. And I felt like, again, if you're investing in Stamps by Me for the first time, maybe we're new to you and you've invested in lots of brands, you've never seen me before, and you're thinking, I'd like to invest, I'd like to do a little bit of a sample try of Stamps by Me. Who is this girl? What is she about? Oh, I can't tell you too much about me. But if it's a little bit of a sample hobby and you're like, I am ready to try a new brand, because I think we're all ready to try new, right? Well, this is a little bit of sampling time. So Tony's time. Hey, Tony and everyone. My name is Tony as well. I'm in Burleson, Texas, near Fort Worth, home of Kelly Clarkson. Love the stamps. Home of Kelly Clarkson. That's brilliant. Have you got some cowboy boots, Tony? I hope. Let me know if you've got cowboy boots. Oh, I love a cowboy boot. I've got some cowboy boots. Just here in the UK, they don't just get it. This ain't Texas. Woo! Anyway, moving on. Don't give up your day job. Right. So this is the Celebrate Me collection, and this is total empowerment for females. Total it is, okay? If you are a girl crafter and rocking it right now in whatever you're doing in life, live with style. Absolutely live with style. I'm doing this for all of the girlies out there who are doing their best. Okay, just a girl boss building her empire. This is this collection. I do not think for a second this is going to last. We'll see. I'd be interested. I'll be see. Graceful, flower lover. Right. So let's get straight into it. So this has 86 elements. Obviously, this collection is very feminine. Okay, we're not bothered about the guys today on this collection. We love the guys. They have a place. That place in this collection, though, let me show you. So what I did was I put a little mini kit together. So card blanks and envelopes. Okay, so you get those in the kit. I've also popped in a bunch of pastel tone cardstock. So pinks, yellows, oranges, a pale blue and a pale sort of like green on there as well. So you get those anyway. But the focus of the collection is these. So we have 7 mini stamps, okay? So I've put in some lovely sentiments, which empowerment all over. I've said this already. So sentiments. And then we get a whole bunch of different types of girls just living the dream. So I'll just pop them all on here, shall I? So these all fit beautifully on your A2 cards. So I've got a girl reading, putting the world to rights. We have the classic elegant girl who maybe likes to go out. We have the sort of like cheeky girl. We have the girl just chilling out. We have the girl who's trendy. And then we have the girl who likes to just romance the world and up and down the streets on a cute little bike and just live the dream. And then we have the sentiments on there as well. Now, I love this collection because this is also going to encourage you to dig out the rest of your stash, your stencils, your embossing folders, create some cards. Now, the biggest pile here is for this collection. What does that tell you? So let me, I'm probably not going to show them all. Let's just grab a handful for now. Ooh, so let's just move this out of the way. A big card. Let me show you a big card, because although they've been created for smaller cards, we've still got big cards, right? So here we go. So stamped onto your patterned papers if you wanted to. Lamination, the flowers and the girl. This is giving a very wonderful love story on here. Then lamination again in the background. So if you do your watercolour flowers in the back really light and then do an impacted black stamp on the front, you can do that. Stencils, colour with your pens, your pencils, your markers. If you're a bit of a texturised card maker and love a little bit of technique on here, you can do that. This is a nice card. So look at that. Piece of art. Pattern papers are winners with these. So Karen, I like that they are smaller but still sassy. I know. Embossing folders in the background there. Not sure what's happened to her arm there. That's not a good sketch. When you cut, it looks like she's lost her arm, but bless her. Beautiful with the flowers on there. So this is a tropical collection. What most of you have probably got. This is coming up, the delicate stitch. Girls just having fun. Papers from the great outdoors. Inky smoochy background. Yeah, hot air balloon from one of my first shows. Graceful. I love her. She's cheeky. I like her. Look at that. You can see reflection collection. That is nice. Papers. And then on the envelopes as well. I'm not going to show you anymore. We need to get through some more stuff. And what do we think about that? Hello from sunny Oak Lawn, says Nadia Miller. Nice to have your company. I love the big card, says Janice. This set is perfect for making Christmas gift or box note cards. Totally, that's a good shout, is that, Tracy? Always time. I believe I own all SBN products you've offered on HSN, and I'll be adding to my lovely collection next week. That is wonderful. Thank you so much. Right, shall we keep going? So that's that. What's next? What's next? You're all asking. I know you're all screaming at me. So we have more items, and I need to do some demos, so we better hurry up. Delicate stitch. Delicate stitch is delicate stitch. Now, if you have anybody who is a soft craft maker, who loves to stitch, or anybody that loves handmade and loves to let people know that they are a handmade card maker, this is wonderful. So we have a paper collection. Again, this is value for money. You get so much in here, okay? You get stamps, you get dies, you get papers, just absolutely wonderful. And you can see all of the goodness in there as well. So let's have a quick peruse through what you get very quickly, as I've got so much to show you. Right, I'll go through the papers in a second. We get some pre-printed words. You get the hoop with the lovely machine and then the delicate things to go in, so you could build a wooden hoop. You get the you get the lovely floral stamps here that are like stitched, so they look stitched. You get the die that does the scissors, the bobbins, the flowers. I demonstrated this on Monday, so if you've watched this, go back and watch my Monday night show. I did a white on white card and I was so chuffed with it. It was really good. It was really good, if I may say so myself. So let me just show you the papers, because these are a cheat. These are going to make it look like you've got stitched in this hoop, okay? Let's show you. So you have the embellishments, florals, but look at these. They're stitched. They look stitched 3D papers. They look like wool, embroidery, cross stitch, woven wool. Really, really lovely, honestly. Right, there with you, says Tony. And you're all connecting with each other, which makes me very happy. So, again, great value. So the hoop itself, ladies and gentlemen, is 5 by 6. So it creates a shaped hoop card. So if you want to do that, you can totally do that. Let me show you some samples. Because again, I have a whole bunch of samples for this one. Biggest pile on earth. Oh, gosh. Just grabbing a bunch because there's so many. So, from your offcuts and things like that, build them in with your, this is that beautiful stamp on there as well. With the, this is a lovely set. I'd be interested to know, after we've gone off air, ladies and gentlemen, let me know which has been your favourite. Or if you've got a whole bunch of favourites, let me know. It might help me gauge what's going to do okay on the live shows. So then you've got your papers in there too. Don't forget you can use your offcuts. And this is on an embossing folder. Look at those machines through one of our embossing folders. How cute is that? That is really nice. And then you can absolutely just use the papers if you wanted to. Look at that. So the scissors, does that look so real? It looks so real. Let me just grab some more because they are wonderful. Might as well show you them all. What about actually cutting some hessian for the hoop? Those scissors. Ooh. Thanks so much. There's just so many to show you, but it is nice to be able to show. Look at that. That is so cool. There we go. Nice, aren't they? These are worthy of framing. They really are. Right. And so it goes on. Right, what's next? So these last two items I'm going to show together, and then I'm going to do a demo. Okay, because I really, really love this collection. So some of you, well, you'll have had this in the UK. It's out of stock in the UK, and I'm sorry, it is on order. Please be patient. But for our USA ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be on the show, so you can absolutely go ahead and get this, because this flew out the door in the UK, absolutely flew out the door, and it's one of my all-time brand new concepts that has taken the world by storm, in my opinion, of course. Right, so let me show you. Woodland Wildlife, okay? 75 sheets of paper. Then you get your amazing stamp and stencil system. Now you're going to be blown away with how this works and what you can create, okay? Stamp, stencil and paper collection. So let me just show you the papers, because I'm going to show you both together and then I'm going to demo them both together. So this is the Woodland Wildlife paper pack it comes with, okay? So 5x7 papers. Let me show you the designs. Well, I'm not going to spend too much time on them. I want to get into demos. But I think some of you will be able to relate to the animals in here, because I think they have animals in your states as well. So 75 sheets, they're uncoated. So you're getting an eclectic mix of sort of the forest elements, the watercolour elements, the animals. Now these go through your embossing folders beautifully. You can cut them into them too, because you have multiples. So you have 3 of each design. Okay, that's your bumper paper. Tony, can you show us how to make the stand-up mechanism for a card one of these days? Denise, I'll do it on Monday. I'll do it Monday night. Remind me, darling, remind me. So that's the paper pad, and then the stamp and stencil system. Watch this. So the packet shows you that you can stamp within the design, and you're probably looking at it thinking, well, how does that work? How do you do that, Tony? Well, it's super simple with this project, because you get all of the stamps, so all of the designs, the stamps and the sentiments. Then you also get your coordinating stencil and mask. And what happens is you can sort of stamp and add the design round, colour. You can add the mask on top and colour on the exterior. And I'm going to do it, and I'm going to team it in with the papers, okay? This is awesome. If I'm going to encourage any buying on Tuesday, I'd probably say this is going to tick a lot of boxes, because it's great for guys' cards too. So it's not just like birthday cards. It covers so much. So that is your Woodland Wildlife collection. Now let me show you 2 of our new embossing folders. Now this is one of the first times we've brought to you embossing folders with dies. We did do it back 3 years ago, but I think we only had about 1,000 units. So it was a very small quantity back then. And they took a while to sell out, because I was a brand new brand, but they did sell in the end. This is the second time we've brought you embossing folders. Now, I'm absolutely certain probably 50% of you right here, right now, know the dimension you get with our embossing folders and love and adore them for what they are. But if you've not had our embossing folders, they are brilliant. They give you a beautiful debossed image and embossed image. So this kit includes 25 sheets of mirror board as well, okay? So rustic mirror board. And it just creates the most beautiful frames of artwork. That's the only way to describe it. Frames, and the die cuts through the centre, so you could pop a family photo. All those samples there have the stamps and some of the pattern papers within. You could put anything in that window if you wanted to. This is the only set not up on HSN, Tracy. I think they're holding on to this because they feel like this is going to cell. So you get your lovely mirror board in all these lovely like browny, huey tones. Reds and very deep, sort of luxurious colours. And then you get your 2 embossing folders. Now they're 5 by 7 and this die cuts the centre out so you can do shaker windows. Absolutely chef's kiss, honestly beautiful. Let's do some demoing. So that's the whole product lineup. Let's do a little bit of demoing now because I've only done 1 demo and I feel like we need to do just a little bit more. I'm going to do 2 quick demos, 2 super quick demos. So first of all, I'm going to take this stamp set. I'm going to show you how cool it looks when you use the mask. So let's pick a piece of paper out of here. Now I'm going to go this one. This one. Let's go this one. No. I've done that one before. I just want to change it up a little bit. Let's do another. Let's do... Oh, gosh, the decision making. Let's do this one. No. Oh, gosh, no, let's stick with the first one, Tony. Let's stick with the first one. Oh, I'm under pressure having to decide right now because of you guys, but you can take all the time in the world at home, right? So let's stamp this. I'm just going to show you the simple concept of how this creation, this sort of magnificent mask, stencil and stamp system makes you look amazing as a card maker. So I've got the piece of paper here, look, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp. Let's just do the bear because he's easy, right? So I'm just going to get the bear here. I'm just going to get a black ink pad. Now you're probably thinking if you stamp that in black on there, he's going to get totally lost. Well, stand by. Watch this. Watch the magic happen. So I'm going to stamp him there, just on the corner. And we'll stamp him in black. And he's going to get totally lost on this piece of cardstock. Totally lost. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to do this. I can see all the comments. So watch this, guys. So he's going to stamp it and then he's going to get really lost into this design. So I'll just stamp him twice so we can see. You can't really see him. He's definitely there though, right? So let's just do him twice. So he's there. Okay. What we're going to do though is we're going to make him pop from the page. So let's just move that over there. Let's take him off here. And then because we have that lovely mask system, this is where it really comes into its own. I've never seen it. I don't see people doing anything like this really. And we trialled it and it just absolutely was amazing. So we've got more of these lined up for you. We've got a big wolf head as well coming soon. So here's the mask, look, and it's really durable. So make sure you look after them. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the mask on top. Now you can use some low tack tape so you can sort of like remove it if you want to. I'm just going to put the mask on there. And then I'm going to take a white ink pad. I'm just going to take the white here and I'm just going to hold the mask in place. I'm just going to tap off the white on my mask and then I'm just going to go round. All the way around him into his little legs. Like so. And then I'm going to tap off the excess and I'm going to blend that white out even further. So it blends into my cute background. Just might make it a little bit more whiter here. Are you ready for the reveal? And this is, remember guys, this is just a stamp. And we've put the mask on. Think about what you're going to be able to do. Are we ready? Come on, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. How cool is that? I never get bored. Don't give up your crafting career because your singing's absolutely pants. Look at that. I mean, you couldn't see him before and now we can. The cool thing is, I also have the exterior. It's in its bag, but if you put the exterior in, and now went in with a brown, you had a brown bear inside a white halo. Come on. Need I do anything else? Do I need to do a microphone drop and leave the building? I think I do right now. Right, super simple. I can't wait to see you makes. What I'm going to do is, well, I've just got 5 more minutes. Is that all right? I hope I'm not keeping you all. But I'm going to do this one as well, Peace on Earth, the embossing folder. And what we'll do is we'll just run it through on one of our lovely mirror boards, because you get a whole bunch of mirror board. And I'm going to do it on the gold, because gold's just classic, right? And we'll bob it in to our embossing folder, like so. You'll have to trim it down a little bit, and let's just run this through our machine. So let's just get our machine. Run this one through. Now they'll go through all of your machines as well. Just make sure you check your plate system. Carl has this embossing folder. Wonderful. Right, I'm just showing you on the gold here. Are we ready for the reveal? No? Not ready yet. I've done it on the deboss. Good. Do you know what I said about our embossing folder has been brilliant on the deboss, as good as the emboss? Well, that just proves it, doesn't it? Look how cool that is. I've done it on the wrong side. I mean, come on. I told you. I think this happened for a reason. This is like, Tony, you need to show people that what you say is true. Let me do it this way this time. Do it on the correct way. I hope you've enjoyed my show anyway. I hope you've enjoyed my show. And I hope you like the products too. And there's something that's gonna that you're gonna love, I hope. I hope so. Did I do it right this time? I only did. Look at that. Now, when you take it out, so you have the mirror board frame, and then, I mean, I wouldn't team it up with this blue, but just for example, you can see where we're going, can't you? How nice is that? Absolutely wonderful. Cha, 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 cha. So there we go, the full product preview, all 10 products. I hope you like something. Just do bear in mind that some of the items are live now as we speak, and some they're probably holding on to. So my shows are up and coming on Tuesday, 12 and 11 Eastern time. And I'm super excited. I think overall I've got about 40 minutes, and that could change, could get more, could end up with less, but hopefully the show as an entity, you've seen the samples and there's something that you absolutely love. I'm so excited to see you all. And hopefully you'll get what you want before it sells out. Fingers crossed. So if you could, please share the love of craft and share my shows in all the necessary groups. So because although I've been there for 3 years on HSN, I'm still relatively new and lots of people have never heard of me. So if we could share our story and our products worldwide, that would be totally awesome. So whatever you're doing, have a great day. Be safe, stay cozy, look after one another, share your crafty makes, and I'll see you all on Tuesday. Take care, everyone. Bye.